to support the sugar bill. As member of the Agriculture Committee, if there is a bill we have done justice to, is the sugar bill. Maybe just to bring members to speed, is that we were able to engage all the stakeholders in the sugar industry. We engaged the millers, we engaged the businessmen, we engaged the farmers, and we made sure we travel all parts of Kenya that are engaged in sugar farming, from Ramisi in Mombasa, Mumias, Busia, Chemelil, all the way to Transmara. And the rallying call was, there is need for a radical surgery when it comes to the sugar industry. Sugar industry is ailing. Currently, as the situation is like cancerous one, where you get all the public companies, that is the Mumias, the Chemelil, the Moroni, the Miwani, all of them have collapsed. In fact, it was sad when we were engaged in the Miwani, the only available asset for that factory is the land itself. And even that land was even more emotive because the farmers there were saying that if it has reached a case whereby the industry is not able to work, then that land should be subdivided to the locals. So the biggest issue affecting the sugar industry, one is on the issue of productivity. You know, currently all the factories are closed for purposes of to allow the sugar to mature. But if you look at the majority aspect, if you go to, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to prosecute this motion by ordering Honorable Okello to resume his seat. He is a member to my committee, and I am contributing, and he is busy disturbing. Now, if you go to countries that we are currently importing sugar from, that is Brazil, the maturity period of their sugar is 12 months. If you come to Kenya, the maturity period is from 18 to 24 months. So there is need to increase productivity by getting the right breed, by getting the right variety, which can be able to mature within 12 months, so that at least we don't have issues of closing our sugar. The government also need to look at the factories that are owned by government. I think what the lesson that we are learning from these factories that are owned by government is not a very good businessman. So there is need to have strategic partners who can be able to run those industries to productivity. The other thing we saw is that for us to be able to give breath of life to the sugar industry, there is need to introduce the sugar development levy, and that is where the rubber meets the road. On the sugar development levy, I think some members, especially who are coming from the sugar belt, might be asking why the 4%. The 4% is as a result of the protocols we have entered with the COMESA, where all the sugar, the imported and the ones that are milled in this country, all of them, if there's a levy, they need to be given the same percentage. And that is why, as a committee, we proposed that the 4%, and that 4% actually goes to assist the sugar industry. About 15% will be allocated for maintaining our factories. In terms of research and training, which will actually make sure that at least we have a variety that can be early maturing, that is the 12 months, we are allocating 15% to the Research and Training Institute. Now, when it comes to the most important, that is the cane development, we have allocated 40% to make sure that at least our farmers can have a source of credit where they can be able to develop the industry. Another very important is the board. The sugar board, which will be regulating the sugar industry, we have allocated 15%. We also have the issues of roads and the infrastructure in general. That one we have allocated 10%, but we have said that money the counties are not going to touch. It will be managed by KERA, and then the leaders within those belts can be able to decide which roads they are going to be made through that point. Then we also need to build democracy and advocacy within the sugar industry, and that is why we have said 5% will go to farmers advocacy groups so that they can be able to have money to be able to propagate their issues. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, on the issue of the sugar bill, this is one of the bills that is going to have a radical change within the Western, the Nyanza, the Coast region, and some places in and some places in Rift Valley. So, for those few remarks, I urge members, let us discuss, let us debate this bill, but at the end of the day, we have done justice to the bill. We call upon all the members of this House to support the bill so that we can be able to expedite it, which can now move to the Senate for purposes of ensuring at least we have sanity in the sugar industry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Honorable members, the sugar bill has attracted a lot of interest, and therefore the screen is full. I really want to ask you to be magnanimous enough to limit yourselves, if you can, so that more members can speak. Remember that at exactly 5:30 we shall adjourn, because adjournment motion. Let me give this next chance to the leader of minority.